Like to discuss an essential aspect of the product development process. Whether you are working as a product manager, an entrepreneur building a product, or a startup, ideation and how we can effectively brainstorm, wireframe, and prototype our ideas. These steps are crucial in turning our vision into tangible and successful products. So let's dive in. How effectively we can brainstorm any idea and collaborate while we are working as a remote team and placed in different time zones. There are various techniques we can use to facilitate brainstorming sessions. One popular method is brainstorming with post-it notes. We can start on paper, Word document, or design tools like Figma that do not help you lay out your ideas. We can also collaborate with the team and see their suggestions in real time, especially when you're working in a remote location placed in different time zones. It also helps you create SOPs for your business, as in create basic templates to brainstorm. So if you're not aware what is an SOP, probably in later videos I will create a detailed video on how to create SOPs for your business if you are a service-based business and effectively implement it in your day-to-day operations. In this approach, team members write down their ideas on individual post-it notes and then stick them to a whiteboard. This allows you to visually organize and group similar ideas, fostering collaborating and building upon each other's suggestions. Let me quickly share my screen and show you how effective Figma is when you are brainstorming at least for a quarter with your team. So this is a template that is predefined template. You can find it in Figma. So either you use it. Let's cover a little bit how this template is effective. So if you see, they have designed it in a way where the very first thing is what? Decide on your idea of what you are trying to do. So when you suggest to a team that what you are planning to do, just post as one teammate over here your note and your thoughts on it. And again, you can add another idea over here. So if I want, I can add a question. Programming language are we using for search functionality? And I don't have to actually get into a meeting to wait for the answers. The best part of working in remote and collaboratively working in this kind of a format is whenever a team member logs into their Figma account, they can just easily, so for example, a team 2 member joins, they will see that I have put that second question of what we are going to do for the search functionality. They will just come up and add their thoughts and ideas over here, so that whenever others join in, they can also put in their ideas in again the same format. Like if we have a team 3 member or a team 4 member, they can put their ideas in this section. And hence this brainstorming session, without having been present every time, you can collaborate with the team members. Now I can spotlight myself over here and then share it with others. I can also click the share button and share it with the other team members in a way of link or a file. So you can see it is so easy to brainstorm in a collaborative form, and while we are working remote, it is as effective and efficient to use. Now there are other ways also, like we are asking what is the question. We can also design how we are going to do it. So how we are going to proceed. Either we are going to hire someone, we have an in-house talent. So let me add a question that, do we have an in-house talent for implementation of AI? And probably if I don't have the answer, someone else in the team might have the answer, or someone who's already working on something like that, they can add their ideas over there. We can also see who can do the task. So if we decide what is the question over here, that how we might implement or who is going to implement, then we can add the ideas over here. In case you decide not to use the existing template, we can also create a whiteboard where we can collaborate with our team and just add an agenda. Maybe I'll write brainstorming the AI app. Brainstorming the AI app idea. And today's question is, are we aware of the functionality implementation of search API, whether using Java or Python? And similarly, I can add more questions if I have, like, is the document or prototype complete for the features we are planning to implement in the app? And this is just to start. They have called it as icebreaker, but I can just name it something else and share it with the team, and they can just come up and add their ideas. Queries and discussions to be closed by Friday. So I give it a deadline as well, so that anybody who looks into it knows that within Friday we have to come up with a solution wherein the main question is this and we have another question. And I can add so many other things. I can add more boxes over here, sticky notes over here, share it with my team and rename as brainstorm my app ideas. I don't have to actually invite someone to a meeting, get on a call and then discuss and wait for it. And gradually, as and when we grow as a team, we create SOPs out of it, so that whenever a new project is coming in, whether it's a service-based project or it is a product that we are working on, it just makes it easy to use that predefined SOPs or templates that we already have. So once we reach a level where the brainstorming sessions are at a level where we can, have the designs, we are ready to design our app, website, software, or whatever you are trying to design. Let's start with the wireframe. So wireframes are visual representations of our ideas and concepts. They serve as blueprints for the products, user interface and functionality. Wireframe don't require extensive design skills and can be created using various tools. You can use a simple pen and paper to digital wireframing software. So in this case, we are going to use Figma and how to effectively make use of the predefined templates that Figma offers. Or as I showed you for the brainstorming session, you can use a whiteboard. And start the wireframe right from scratch. In case you are a service provider, it helps create SOPs so that it gets you started quickly when you're working on a new project. The goal here is to outline the basic structure and flow of the product, software, or any website that you are trying to design, ensuring it meets user needs and aligns with our goals. Now let's see how we can design the wireframe using the predefined template provided by Figma, or either you can use the whiteboard or even add more to what is already there. So for example, you're designing a website. This is how the template looks like. But for example, I want my own design. So I'll just start in this whiteboard section, give it a base color if I want it white, or probably I want some other light shade. I can add text over here if I want to give it a heading. Say for example, e-commerce website for skincare. And for say example, I want to add some widgets. So there are a lot of widgets or plugins or templates or stickers that you can use that is available over here. You can also add your own icons or widgets if you wish to. So there is a lot of design features that are available to design your wireframe. So for example, let's take one widget, which is a pie chart. So for example, I want to add this. So you see, I've added the pie chart, and there are two options. Either you can place it at the back and then group it, or you can place it at front, and obviously I want it at the front, so I've put it at the front so that it's visible. Now I can add my data. So there are two ways. So for wireframe, you can just give dummy data, but when you integrate it with your code, it is very easy. At runtime, you can pull this data and show the pie chart. So it's in case of a kind of data analysis you want to show to your sellers. Maybe there are multiple sellers and you want to compare their prices and show it in the form of a pie chart. You can use this feature, and there are so many other ways that you can do it. So let me just give it some random numbers and see how the pie chart changes based on that. So you can see the changes. I've given the green portion 70%, and accordingly it's changing. So right now it's just a dummy data, but when we implement the code, we will pull the data from some other resource which is based on the data analysis for real-time market. Once our wireframe is ready, we can start the prototype. Prototyping is a critical step in the product development process. It allows us to validate and test our ideas before investing significant resources in development. So prototype ranges from low fidelity, interactive to high fidelity. Functional simulations. By creating prototypes, we can gather valuable feedback from users, iterate on our design, and make informed decisions. So in case you are following a agile methodology, this really works because agile offers multiple iterations, and designing and development go hand in hand. But if you are following a waterfall method, then basically you have to come up with the whole design pre-hand and then go for development. And hence we have decided to go for agile. And if you are not aware what is agile methodology, go back and check my previous video. Hope you get a good insight on what is agile. Using Figma, all team members and stakeholders can collaborate on sharing their thoughts and ideas on the prototype. As and when they are available without meeting at a specific time, Hence, it makes remote working way more efficient and without stretching beyond your working hours. I have covered how to use Figma for prototyping in my previous video. So in case you have not watched and would like to see a glimpse of how to use it, you can go and watch it. To sum up, effective ideation involves creating a supportive environment, defining clear goals, leveraging brainstorming techniques, and balancing wireframing and prototyping helps us transform ideas into tangible representations that can be refined and validated. In the upcoming videos, I will also cover how to step by step implement or use Figma for prototyping wireframe in detail, also how to design using Figma. So stay tuned for more. Hope you liked the video. If you do like it, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more of such exciting updates. And in case you are on the same journey of building an app, do share your success and failures and learning so that everybody around us who is also on the same journey can learn from our experiences. Until the next updates next week, keep building and dream big.